Hi Taurus, welcome back. So Taurus, this is going to be your mid-November check-in. Not going to be for all of you, but if it does resonate, please do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started. No long intros here. Okay. So Taurus, overall energy is the 10th house of reputation. Okay. So this energy might be highlighted for you over the next 2 weeks going into December. It's all about responsibility, you know, obviously your reputation. That could be within career. For some of you, it could be in love. It's just going to depend. It's all about your achievements, competencies, standing by what you believe in, okay? Which Taurus, you're a fixed sign, so I don't feel that you ever have a problem standing up for what you believe in. It's part of your fixed nature. And that's what makes you such a loyal friend, you know, family member, lover for some of you. If you really, really care, then, you know, you will stand by, you know, what you believe in, but you'll also stand by the people you believe in, okay? So that all might be highlighted during this time period. It's all about your purpose, right? And kind of building your empire. You know, some of you are really getting to the point where you're building up your self-esteem to where you're at the pinnacle of success, you know, or feel like you're getting there or it's getting closer. So I actually really like that energy for you, Taurus. And let's see where it's headed. So Ace of Swords here. Then you have the Eight of Cups. So that's that walking away from, you know, people and places that don't serve you. So I feel like during this time period, Taurus, you're going to see very clearly, you know, what you need to see in people. I think that, you know, your mind is kind of cutting through the facade, cutting through any masks. If anybody's trying to get one over on you, good luck, you know, because I don't feel that's happening during this time frame. Okay, so I feel like you are having clarity here with the Ace of Swords. Some of you may have felt like maybe a little bit too tied down to your obligations and kind of taking a break from that, you know, getting away from that a little bit during these next few weeks, right? So I feel like, yeah, what's the energy I'm feeling? Wow, that card shot out. Hold on. Then you have... Sorry about that. Dog life, right? If you have dogs, you understand. Anyways, I don't want you to hear all that barking. So, yeah, Taurus, going into the Five of Swords and then the Wheel, I feel like, you know, I have a Mary J. Blige song that just came into my head. No more drama. I feel like that's kind of your stance during this time period is like, you know, walking away from that. If you had that going on, I feel like you sought clarity or you got the information you needed enough to know to distance, you know, yourself, or you're just kind of going into this energy where it's like you just don't want to deal with that conflict. You know, you don't want to, you know, face that, and you want to kind of retreat is almost kind of what I feel here to some degree or another. Now, with the Wheel here, Taurus, I feel like, you know, you come full cycle, all right? And 10 of Cups, holy cow, so great. That's what I'm talking about. I feel like, Taurus, you're in this space where it's like, you know, you want to distance yourself from any type of competitive vibes, any type of conflict, any type of drama. And I feel like during this time period, you're really interested in being around people you love, being around family, friends, having emotional fulfillment. And, you know, in the U.S., the holidays are upon us, so certainly that would make sense for the time frame. But it's really just about, like, walking away from that which does not serve you, you know, kind of putting it to the side and focusing on what is most important to you, being present in the present moment, enjoying your surroundings, enjoying things that emotionally fulfill you, okay? So I feel that energy here. It's so interesting though, being as the 10th house is highlighted. So For a lot of you, this could be within the work environment, but it could also be, like I said, love or family. It is a general reading. And then here you are, Taurus, the Hierophant. Okay. And then the 5, again, the 5 of Pentacles. And I saw this on the bottom of the deck. Now, the 5 of Pentacles in this deck is more of an escapist energy. In traditional tarot, it talks more about being left out in the cold, you know, or feeling left out. But in this deck, it talks about escape. So I feel like that, again, that's the vibe I'm getting, like kind of like an escapist vibe, escapist mentality, kind of wanting to kind of be in your brain or be in your comfort zone. You know, if you have been on the outskirts of something that was creating a lot of inner tension, you're wanting to distance yourself from that so that you can collect yourself, I feel, during this time frame. Yeah, 10 of Swords here. Get one more card. So, oops, towards December, I feel like, you know, things are coming to an end here. Like, I felt that karmic energy here. So, you know, also there's a caution here about who you trust, you know. So don't be placing your trust in people that haven't earned it, especially if they've caused conflict in the past, or like you got clarity that this person was, you know, taking what you were saying and then changing it, you know, in the background, or kind of doing like a play on words, or you told somebody something in confidence and then it all of a sudden someone else knows about it, that type of vibe. I feel like if you have someone like that, it's best to emotionally distance yourself, and I see a lot of you will. And I feel like, you know, it might have disappointed, you know, but by the end of this time frame, I feel like you will see it from another angle and, you know, maybe even see it from another person's point of view. I don't feel it's going to change your stance, Taurus, because you're in a very fixed energy during this time frame, and I think that it tarnished this person's reputation in your mind, you know, or this certainly could be vice versa. And I feel like that's where this reputation energy is coming from, and that could be, like I said, within work environments or within love. It'll be different for all of you. So I do get a sense that you know, it's almost like it's a breach of confidence. So a breach of confidence. That is not what I meant to say, but that's what came out. So, and I feel like, Taurus, you're one of those zodiac signs that when somebody breaches, you know, your trust, it's really difficult for you to then ever see them in a different way. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's that fixed nature in you. And I think because you're such a fierce and loyal friend, lover, family member, etc., to people that are in your circle, that when someone, you know, abuses that or misuses that, it really alters your perception of them. And it's very hard for you to then not see them that way anymore. Do you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's kind of what's going on in this time frame here, because it's all about reputation, okay, and standing up for what you believe in. So I feel like you're not going to be making like any big and proud stances in regards to this. Instead, you're going to let the phrase that came up. No, I don't want to say that. You're going to let it go. Not really. I feel like you're fixated, but you're not going to address it, right? Or at least that's what the energy is encouraging you to do, is kind of like leave it alone. Leave it alone, okay? Let it lie. because I feel like you really need to be in more of an observatory type of energy and look at it from all angles before you address the situation or communicate during this time frame. Yeah. So you had the devil come out, but in the reverse. The devil's in the details, and I feel like that's what you need to see. You need to see all of the details here before you move forward. So you're kind of at a crossroads energy towards the end of this time period. If this person was toxic for your energy or, you know, kind of like they carry a lot of negative energy, I feel like you're distancing yourself from that during this time frame, because again, you want to be surrounded by the 10 of Cups energy. So you're wanting to have that emotional fulfillment, you know, people that you can trust, people that are in your soul tribe, people that are in your circle. Okay. So I definitely see you breaking free of this energy towards the end of November. All right. So that was your energy, Taurus. It was a pretty straight to the point, direct message. And now I'm going to go into the person you might be dealing with. If you're not interested in this portion, or you're not really dealing with anyone in specific, then that's where the reading ends. For the rest of you, this is where the reading continues. So person you're dealing with is the 9 of Cups. I feel like whoever you're dealing with, Taurus, you know, they are also looking for emotional fulfillment, but they're at the 9 and you're looking for the 10, right? So I feel like this person is, you know, in this state where they're wishing to have wish fulfillment, honestly, whether that's with you or within their own career, within their own life, within their own reputation. I feel like this person is coming off as the Queen of Wands, 7 of Swords. So I do feel like I would be cautious. This could very well be the person you need to be cautious about, because I saw that on your side. I feel like this person may be a bit temperamental during this time period. This is someone I just heard I do what I want, you know, so like they might push their way through whatever it is that they want, or, you know, they may be very fiery in their speech, or very impulsive type of nature here with the 7 of Swords here. You know, they may speak before they have all of the information. And 7 of Swords can talk about gossip as well. And I feel like this person may be someone who, you know, overcompensates. Well, your cross watcher is going to be mad at me, but oh well. All right, so then they go into the 8 of Pentacles here, Queen of Swords energy. Okay, so I feel like, you know, this person is trying to study other people, because I think that they're trying to be more assertive in who they are, right? That's what they're wishing for. So I got the term overcompensating. And so I feel like this person is actually trying to work on self, trying to be more like the Queen of Swords, a little less like the Wands energy. You know, so maybe on the surface, very well put together, okay? Very well put together. But underneath, they may have quite a fiery temperament about them, or, you know, be somewhat deceptive during this time period. So watch that. I feel like this person is looking to build themselves up. And like I said as well, you know, this very well could be someone who you're dealing with in the career, but it can be love, okay? Because I'm getting a lot of career vibes, but it can certainly be love. The 9 of Pentacles came out in the reverse, and the Emperor came out in the reverse. So this person may, it's like a feeling of insufficiency. I'm getting all these words popping into my head. Like they want to be independent, but they can't be independent. They want to be in control, but they can't control their moods, or they can't control the situation, or something to do with that. I feel like this person may be focused on it's like focusing on what they don't have instead of what they have during this time period. Holy cow, Taurus, who are you dealing with? And then the 10 of Wands. Yeah. I feel like this person is in a heavy, heavy energy. And like I said, if this person has tried to stir up conflict with you in the past, you're distancing yourself. In the meantime, this person is trying to build themselves up. Like I said, be more assertive and more logical, but it's like, you know, true character is defined by consistency. And I feel like there's inconsistencies here. So it's like they can put on that mask for a while, but eventually when they feel like, okay, I'm not getting what I want here, and now I don't feel independent, then they go from being in control to losing control, okay? So they can't keep it up. They can't keep it consistent. And then here comes the regret now because they took on too much. It became too much. It got too heavy. And therefore, all of these assertive vibes and the overcompensating fall to the floor in whatever way that is. For some of you, it's in conflict. For some of you, it's like this person's reputation. This is an intense read. Please do comment and let me know who you're dealing with. And then when it gets heavy, what do? They might have some diarrhea of the mouth, for lack of a better term. Or, you know, communicate that they took on too much. And then go silent again. 4 of Swords. And yet want comfort. From who? You. The Taurus energy. So, Taurus, I feel like in contrast to your energy, you're over here, like I said, I feel like disappointed, but I also think that you are trying to see it from all angles, right? Trying to see this person as a person, you know, trying to understand, you know, that they have their own struggles as well. At the same time, I think that you're very fixed in the way you feel, okay, or your stance toward this person, you know. And I think they're over here, I keep getting the word overcompensating. I'm going to maybe title this reading Overcompensating. You know, and I'll give you some examples of what this could look like. You know, like when people try to please too much, that it's not genuine, you know, or like when people brag on themselves all of the time and it just doesn't line up with who they actually are, or, you know, like people that, you know, have insecurities and so they surround themselves with, I mean, like the best example I could give you, I get in trouble for saying this, but you know, like little men, what do they call that? Short man syndrome. You know what I'm saying? Like men or women, where they get like those big, huge trucks and then they like open the door and the guy's like 4'2", you know, like that type of overcompensating. No offense. That was just an example, but you know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's what's going on here. And it's all about how they want you to see them. They want you to see them as reputable, that they can take on a lot, that, you know, they're working on it. And I'm not saying that they aren't, because I do see them doing some work here, but I also see that this person lacks the drive, motivation, or independence to sustain it. That's the problem, right? But I feel like this person is, you know, going to open up and communicate that for a lot of you, and or move into a more resting type of energy here, especially towards the end of the month. And their energy softens up quite a bit, okay? So I think that you will be as patient as you can be with this person, because I feel that energy here. So zodiac signs you might be dealing with: Taurus. You could be dealing with another Taurus. Aries. Capricorn. Could be an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Or fire. Aries, Leo, Sag. Or Scorpio. Those are the predominant zodiac signs I have out, but it can be any zodiac sign because it's a general reading. So take it as it resonates. Also check out my social media account links down in the description box below, as well as my other YouTube, where I'll be doing some tarot classes later on this weekend or next week. I'm not really sure when I'm going to do it yet. So if you'd like to join me for that, make sure you subscribe there as well. Also, if you click on the little pink hoodie beneath my video, it will take you into my shop where you can purchase your own hoodie. Comes in a variety of colors. You can have your tarot card or zodiac sign printed on the back. So check them out. Wishing you the best. Till next time.